So, good morning. What's happening, you might ask? Well, it's 8th of May 2020. COVID virus lockdown is still in place in the UK. It's also VE Day, and we should be having a bank holiday and celebrations. But what am I doing? Well, I'm part of a volunteer group on Facebook called Volunteer Riders UK, and we are picking up and carrying vital pieces of PPE, that's personal protection equipment, from manufacturers or suppliers. As I say manufacturers, they could actually be people using 3D printers or sewing machines in their own homes. So we're picking up from those and taking them to end users. And for the volunteer group, today's a little bit special because it's quite a big job. Apparently there's a supplier in Peterborough, I think it is, who's made a lot of stuff, and that's going out around the country. There are various routes, and each route has been given a colour. I'm doing the green route, and each route has got a number of riders on that route, each doing a leg. So we've got a leg number. I'm doing green route leg 5. Green route leg 5 is a pickup from Solihull at the National Motorcycle Museum, where I'm meeting a car who's come from Peterborough with 16 boxes of PPE. Myself and other riders are meeting that car there. I'm taking 4 boxes. Those 4 boxes I'm taking up the M6 to Sandbach, where I'm going to meet 2 other riders who I think are ride leg 8 and 9, and then they're going to take the 2 boxes onto the end destinations. Now that could be each of them to one destination or 2 destinations. They're calling today the Rainbow Run because of all of the different coloured routes, and it's my understanding that there's 33 riders out there today. So let's see how it goes. The road should be quiet, as we're only supposed to be moving for essential travel, but it is a bank holiday, so anything could happen. The whole thing that we're doing here with these small manufacturers, small suppliers, there'd be no other way of getting it around the country without volunteers. The volumes are so small and from so many different places to so many end users. Apart from somehow putting it in the post, having a central distribution, this is kind of the only way. When stuff becomes available, somebody says, I've got masks, I've got visors printed on my 3D printer, whatever it may be, then riders are dispatched to pick that up, and if there's a need locally, that rider might carry that PPE to a local end user, or as we're doing here, it gets distributed that. So the whole logistics are crazy. The cost per shipment, it's huge. There's no way you could do it economically make any sense. It's all reliant upon the goodwill of volunteers like myself. Volunteers who, let's face it, are keen to get out and have a chance to ride their bike. Yeah, you can go to the shops on your bike, but essential travel is really not permitted. So hats off to all you other fellow volunteers out there. One other thing I would comment about is the idiots on the road at the moment. There are people doing huge speeds. Because there's less traffic, people are using the open roads to drive like lunatics. That Audi, he must be doing well over 100 miles an hour. So we're coming onto the M6 now, and the overhead gantries are showing nothing. I don't think I've ever been down on this road in the last couple of years when they haven't limited the speed to say 50, 60, 40. There's always been some speed restriction that indicates the roads are pretty empty. You may not think so from all the traffic on the other carriageway, but believe you me, this road is usually 3 lanes of solid traffic, often stationary. So we're nearly at the rendezvous for the first pickup now. And there's the group ready to go, I guess. So, collection done, bit of confusion. I have got 4 packages now, but not necessarily the 4 I was expecting, or the 4 that my 2 riders will be expecting. So what are we delivering? It's packages of scrubs. Sewers around the country are making surgical scrubs. Yep, this is certainly quieter than you would expect it to be. Even at middle of the night, and I've been on this road in the middle of the night many times, you would see a lot more goods vehicles. This is a bit like the good old days of the motorcycle courier, 60s, 70s, early 80s, before we got rid of having to have physical things delivered. Couriers, mostly on Honda CX500s, certainly in the 70s and 80s, would, or the 80s, would fly around the countryside, fly around the cities, delivering documents, things like cassette recordings for radio shows. I did a bit of that. So we're back to those days of motorcycles running around the countryside with little packages here, there and everywhere. Looks like my two riders.
That was leg 8 leaving. There's the second rider now leaving. See you.